Hi and welcome. I'm Lisa Brownlee and I'm so thrilled that you decided to take time out of your busy schedule to join me in today's workout brought to you by WIC. Today we're gonna focus on a muscular endurance workout and a lot of core. So what is muscular endurance? It simply means that your muscles can endure a lot of work over a longer period of time without getting tired so fast, right? So whether it's picking your children up consistently, right? Playing games, whether it's doing whatever you might do in your daily life, that's a repetitive motion, your muscles are gonna be able to withstand a lot longer duration of those movements. Our warm-up's gonna have 3 exercises. We're gonna go through these twice. So bear with me, I'm gonna go slow. And again, I want you to do what feels right for you today. First exercise, nice and easy. We're gonna do some big arm circles. Now, what do we need to focus on when we're doing arm circles? We need to focus on our shoulder blades. Getting a big movement, pulling those shoulders together, opening up that chest, taking deep inhale and exhale throughout this movement. Let's switch, arms going forward, all right? Still lots of shoulder blade movement. There we go, and breathing. All right, we're gonna take it into a little bit of a side lunge. It's gonna be a lot of overhead movements today, and the reason for that is we're gonna focus on that core. We're gonna focus on bracing that core as we move our whole body through all of these movements. All right, so to start, let's make your feet nice and wide, toes slightly pointed out. We're gonna go ahead and we're not doing quite a full side lunge. You just wanna dip your hip back and to the side. Both feet staying flat on the ground. From here, we're gonna inhale, reach your arms overhead. As we exhale, coming back to center, ribs pull down, core stays nice and braced. All right, we're gonna dip our hips back and to the left side. Again, raising those arms overhead, inhale. As you exhale, coming back to center. This should feel very controlled. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable in this movement. If you do, maybe bring your feet in slightly. Maybe don't go back quite as far or to the side. Just a small movement. Inhale and exhale, focusing on those ribs. Here we go. We have one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. And last time, pulling those ribs down. All right, keeping those ribs down, what we're gonna do is we're gonna step back. So we're gonna get into a split stance. Front foot is flat on the ground. Your back leg can be on your toe, back on more of a flat foot, whatever feels comfortable here. I just want you to feel balanced and centered and strong, all right? So we're gonna reach up overhead. Again, you're gonna feel those ribs slightly popping up. When we inhale, you wanna feel that whole belly, that whole chest fill with that breath. Exhale like you're blowing out the birthday candles. As you bring those arms down, ribs follow. All right, here we go. We're gonna switch sides. So right leg is forward, foot planted firmly on the ground, the left leg, however it feels comfortable, as long as we're balanced. Inhale, and exhale. Bring those ribs with you. All right, we're gonna do 4 more total, so 2 each side. Here we go. And out. Ribs, core, inhale. Keep that balance. Exhale, 1 more each side. And exhale, nice strong core. Last one. In. And out. Awesome job. We're gonna go back through that warm-up 1 more time. So here we go, we have 5 forward arm circles. Again, really big movement, getting those whole shoulder blades moving with you, and back. Here's 5, 4, 3. If you need to, we can limit that range of motion. That's okay as well. And 1, awesome. Back to our side lunges with our overhead reach. Again, focusing on the core. If we can't reach all the way overhead, or if our arms are getting tired, that's fine. If you've been carrying your child, feeding your child, whatever it's been at the beginning of today, I want you to find what's comfortable for you right now, right in this moment, and get the most that you can out of this workout with me today. All right, so again, slight side lunge. If we can get a little deeper into this, great. We're gonna feel a lot of stability through our right leg. Overhead, in, out, switch. In, out. Ribs down, squeeze those glutes. Little added muscle activation there. Inhale, and out. Excellent, we have one more each side, in and out. Tuck that core, in and out. Excellent. One more round, or one more exercise. That step back, find that balance. Arms overhead, ribs popping up. Get that breath to fill our belly. And exhale. Again, squeezing those glutes, squeezing, bracing that core, feeling really strong when we're at the front of this movement. Inhale and exhale. In and out. In and out. Good, deep breaths, one more each side. In and last time. Awesome job. If you need to grab a sip of water, go ahead. We are going to move into our muscular endurance circuit next. Now we're gonna do this in a 45 seconds of work, 15-second of rest format. Sometimes you'll hear this referred to as an EMOM, every minute on the minute. So we're not gonna work for a full minute. I'm gonna give you a good 15 seconds to rest, but there is some wiggle room in there. If you feel that you might need a little more rest during the circuit, that's fine as well. Take the time you need. I'm just so proud of you and happy that you decided to join me today and that you're doing something for you. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate all three of the movements we're gonna be doing in this EMOM today, and then we'll go ahead and get started. The first exercise is gonna be a tap back plus a forward arm raise. Now, as mentioned in the beginning, I told you that we would be working specific muscle groups and getting a good burn. So the muscles we're working on in this are gonna be our shoulders, maybe a little bit of chest in there as well, and our hips. Our hips are what hold us up when we go into this step back tap, and those shoulders help our arm raise overhead. So throughout that 45 seconds, keep those arms as high as you can. If we need to take them down or just come here into a step tap, that's okay as well. All right, we're gonna have a side lunge plus a row. So very similar to what we did in the warm-up where we have that really small side lunge. Now's the time to add more depth if it feels comfortable. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach on the inside of that knee with the opposite hand, and you're gonna row with the opposite hand and get those knuckles right to your ribs. So we're trying to get a little bit of a core rotation. We're working our big back muscles. We're also working a little bit of our obliques in here. If anything is uncomfortable, please limit that range of motion so you feel safe and feel like you've gotten the most out of this workout that you could. So again, reach, row, lots of core, lots of hips. Here we go. All right, the third exercise is going to be a Superman Y to W. So I do want you to be careful getting down on the floor. If you did have a C-section or any diastasis, any separation of your core, we just want to be very careful we're not getting into that full plank position. So stepping back to the knees is a great place to get started here, and then coming out and lowering your body down to the ground nice and slow. All right, Superman Ys to Ws. Once you keep those ankles bent, arms are gonna come right overhead, and all we're gonna do is go from a Y with those arms slightly out to the side to a W, pulling those elbows back by your sides. Come back forward and back. Now this, I do want you to think about bracing that core every time you pull those arms back, as well as squeezing your glutes. That's really gonna make sure everything in your low back is protected. To get up from this position, we're gonna do a good roll up, all right? Nice and safe. I don't want you to go into a full push-up, anything that would put too much strain on that core. All right, if you're ready, grab a quick sip of water, and we're gonna get started. First exercise, tap backs plus forward arm raise. We have 45 seconds of work here. Make sure you are breathing the entire time. If this is too slow for your pace, please pick it up, push yourself, do what feels comfortable for you. If you feel like this is a little too fast for you, that's okay. My shoulders are already getting tired. So if we need to, we can drop that height of those arms and limit that range of motion that we're stepping back. We have 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Roll out those shoulders. 15 seconds of rest. So if you need, grab a sip of water. If you need, just do some good deep breathing. Smell the roses. Blow out the birthday candles. We're gonna get set for the side lunges plus reach and row. Here we go. Reach, row, back to center. Reach, row, back to center. You should feel some really good hip activation on this, some really good pulling back muscle activation on this. Excellent. Remember that breath in and exhale as we come back to center. We have 20 seconds left. Inhale, exhale, center. There we go, 8 seconds, going at your own pace. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Again, take that recovery breath. We're gonna go ahead and get down on the ground next. So take your time. We have about 5 seconds to get down there. So I do want you to do this carefully. All right, again, these are Y to W's. So we have 45 seconds, Y to W. If this feels good, we could do more range of motion. Just remember to squeeze those glutes, keep that core activated, or we could stay really close to the ground the entire time. Whatever feels comfortable for you. If that's too much on your neck or your low back, feel free to do unilateral, right? So single arm pulls the entire time. Make sure we are breathing. If you need to, take a breath between each pull. Excellent job. We have about 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, give me that roll up, back up to our feet very carefully. We are not rushing. We are doing this on a timer, and so I do want you to work whatever feels best for you. We have our tap backs again, starting now. Shoulder raises out front. We are gonna do this for 3 rounds. This is starting round 2. So if you feel that you're already really out of breath, that you're unable to maybe string a few words together, say some short sentences, I want you to take it back a notch, all right? I want you to maybe just go some step taps, all right? Or just those front arm raises, because I don't want you feeling extremely uncomfortable during this workout, all right? I want you to get a good muscle burn. All right, we have 10 more seconds. If you're still with me, keep it up. I am so proud of you for just showing up today, showing up for you, and again, setting that great role model for your kids. And rest. 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna go into that side lunge. So deep breath, exhale. 5 more seconds and we'll get started. Here we go. Side lunge and reach. This movement is a lot slower. So try to move continuously for that 45 seconds, even if it's nice, just a nice and controlled movement. All right, really good for opening up that chest, getting those muscles in the back nice and strong. They're so good for lifting or pulling anything in your day-to-day movements. All right, 15 seconds left. We are almost there. Nice little break after this. 8, 7, there we go. Deep breaths. Exhale at the top. And last one. Awesome. Now these Superman Y to W's, if you feel like you really need to catch your breath, what I want you to go ahead and do is go back into a child's pose. So sit here, reach overhead, all right? And let's get some good breaths there. If you're ready to go back into those Superman Y to W's, let's start. Pull, big back muscles, core, glutes all firing, ankles are bent, and up. Inhale, and exhale. Again, we have that modification that we can do single arm, keeping that core nice and strong, still working those big back muscles, and you're gonna feel really stable in this movement. We have 12 seconds left here. Keep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, excellent, and rest. All right, we are in the home stretch. We have one more round of this. I encourage you that even if you can only do 5, 10, 15 seconds, or the full 45 or 60 seconds of work, push yourself. Do what feels best for you. It's gonna give you energy the rest of the day. Here we go. Step back taps, front arm raises. Remember, if we just wanna keep it here, that's okay. I'd love to see that full 45 seconds of work, regardless of what it looks like, right? There we go. We are 20 seconds in. Deep breaths here. Keep moving. If you wanna go faster, that's fine. If we need to slow it down, that's also okay. I'm just so excited that you showed up to work out with me today. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Whoo, roll those shoulders out. Feel that good shoulder burn? I know I do. I hope you do too. All right, side lunges. Last time through. If these did feel really comfortable, feel free to drop into a little deeper side lunge. If not, let's just focus on that rotation, pulling those knuckles to our ribs. And here we go. Last round, reach and row. Exhale at the top. Really focusing on that core bracing, squeezing those glutes at the top. As long as we are moving, you are getting so much out of this workout today. I'm so happy to have you here with me. All right, breathe in. We have 15 seconds left. Core, core. Awesome, that is such a big focus of today, especially after having a child. We wanna make sure that core is staying nice and strong throughout the entire workout. And rest, excellent. Last exercise is Superman Y to W's. In 8, 7, get down. Again, nice and carefully. Now that you're tired, we do wanna always make sure your movements are very careful, protecting that back. Ankles bent, let's go. Pull those elbows down by your side. Glutes activated, core nice and strong, protecting that back. Remember our modification, single arm. This is very safe for your back. So if you're feeling any strain in that low back, I want you to stay here with these single arm movements today instead of going into both arms from that Y to W. Awesome job. We are so close to being done. You're gonna feel so great when we finish today and feel so energized the rest of the day. Got about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Again, careful when we get up here. Give me a little more of that roll up versus trying to go in that full plank position. All right, a couple of deep breaths here. In through the nose, like you're smelling the roses. Out through your mouth like you're blowing out the birthday candles. That's gonna help raise some oxygen in your blood, help you recover after this workout. Let's do 2 more of those deep breaths in through your nose. Expand those ribs. Blow out those candles. 1 more, in through your nose. And full exhale. Awesome job. So we're actually gonna start our cool down today, sitting on that chair or ottoman or couch, whatever is gonna be convenient for you, all right? This stretch is really good because we worked a lot of our hips today, right? We worked a lot of our core, which is connected to our hips. So we want to do this figure 4 stretch seated to get a really good stretch through the side of that leg, but still keeping that spine nice and straight. So placing an ankle across your opposite knee, you're gonna keep that spine nice and long, and we're just gonna slightly lean forward. I want you to think about taking your hip bones with you when you go forward. We don't wanna be rounding or hunching, anything like that. So again, nice long spine, taking those hip bones forward with you. We're gonna do 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose, and exhale. Again, blowing out those birthday candles. 2 more. As you do these, you might be able to fall forward a little more. Again, taking those hip bones with you to get a little deeper stretch. That's great. We have 1 more inhale. And exhale. Awesome job. Go ahead and switch those legs. Take that chest back when we do that. Nice and careful. Now, on my right side, I'm a lot tighter from previous experiences, life experiences that I've had, as well as carrying a baby on one side of my hips when I'm lugging them around the house. If you find that you have one side that's a little tighter than the other, you might want to stay here a little longer and get a little deeper stretch in that hip to help kind of correct some of those movements. So again, nice straight spine, leaning forward, taking those hip bones with you as you come. 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Blowing out those birthday candles, getting that full breath to leave your body. 2 more. Sinking a little deeper into each breath as you exhale. Inhale. Awesome. Really trying to get that hip as far forward as you can. Those hips should feel really good after that stretch. Now, we are, for the final 2 stretches, going to get back down on the ground. I wanted your heart rate to drop back down a little bit before we lay down on the ground to do these stretches, so I hope you feel very comfortable in this. If you don't feel comfortable getting back down on the ground, please stay seated, grab a sip of water, and let's do some recovery breaths. All right, so as you're able, go ahead and come again carefully down on the ground. We're gonna go into a child's pose. So starting in almost a tabletop position, lay those ankles flat on the ground, and you're gonna sit your hips back to get them over those heels. Now, if you can't, that's okay. If those hips don't go all the way down to your ankles, that's all right. That's gonna be a great modification to keep your hips a little higher in the air. I want you to reach forward, all right? So in this child's pose, I really want you focusing on elongating these overhead muscles. Everything that you use to bring those arms overhead, all of these stabilizers need to be stretched out and get them to relax. So here we're gonna take an inhale and exhale. 1 more time, in and out. Awesome. Now we're actually gonna do what's called a thread the needle. So come up, let those hips open up, relax just a bit. We're gonna go back down into that child's pose, but this time we're gonna go ahead and thread our right hand palm up through that triangle made by our left hand. So here you're gonna feel really good rotation in your mid-back. Notice my hips are higher off the ground this time. Yours might be much higher or closer to your heels depending on your mobility, and that's okay. Whatever feels comfortable for you is right where they need to be. So reaching forward with that left arm, reaching through with that right arm, and inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Excellent. Coming up, again, opening up those hips, giving that a bit of a recovery so we're not staying in that closed position the whole time. We're gonna do the opposite side. So readjust as needed. My knees started to get a little achy on theirs. If yours do, you can go ahead and double up that mat, put a pillow underneath, or even double up your towel if that's what you're using. So let's go ahead and reach forward with that right arm, reach through with our left arm. Again, 2 deep breaths here. My hips are a lot lower on this side. We definitely see some imbalances there, but that's why we're doing this. That's why we're here today, and we're moving to feel better and to move better. 1 more deep breath. Excellent. Awesome. All right, go ahead, come back up to standing. Great job today, guys. I'm so proud of you for, again, just showing up for you. You took the time to make you better. Whatever that looked like for you today, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad that you decided to show up and do this workout with me today. Do make sure you stay hydrated the rest of the day. If you're sweating like I am, and I hope you are, you're definitely gonna need to rehydrate to replenish everything that your body used during that workout. Thanks again, I'll see y'all again soon.